welcome back to another episode of Inside the Huddle. Solid week 4. We saw some big dubs. I watched my Lions go into Lambeau Field, kick some butt against the Packers, thanks to David Montgomery. One takeaway, Jahmyr Gibbs should get the ball more, but other than that, Lions are looking good.
We got the Falcons and the Jaguars. The Toy Story game was a lot better than I expected. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty cool. Bijan Robinson had that pretty good juke move that they showed all over ESPN. It was pretty weird, but I'm not going to take the Jaguars because they won. Jaguars, good week for them. Good bounce back. Took the dub.
Rams, Colts. Rams pull out the dub here. There's not really much to say about this game. Puka Nakua. Animatronic player of the week. 160 yards, right? Game-winning touchdown. Just amazing performance by Puka Nakua week after week after week. That's why he deserves animatronic player. Congrats, Puka, for joining. On to Will Migan.
Oh, hell no. Whoa. Bengals, Titans, I don't care. I'm skipping to it. I don't know what to say.
Y'all suck.
We need to sit Burrow. Just sit him for 1 week against the trash Cardinals. And then get him back to normal after the bye week. This was just a bad game for the Bengals. The Titans, Derrick Henry did kind of pop off. But the Bengals' run defense isn't very good, so it makes sense.
The Ravens picked up a big win in Cleveland. Looks like the Ravens have a good shot to win the AFC North this year. Not too much competition. Ravens won 28-3.
Carolina Panthers versus Minnesota Vikings. I actually had some hope this game. I had some hope, They were doing good. And then Bryce Young fumbled for a touchdown. It's actually really disappointing. I thought this was going to be a decent year, but we're starting out 0-4, and we don't have our first-round pick, so we're pretty much tanking for Caleb Williams, only to give him to the Bears.
What?
So, what?
Why would you take for Caleb Williams and Bryce Young?
I'm just saying, in general, they're what I'm saying is they're pretty much tanking for the Bears right now because it's their first-round pick. So another disappointing loss. Hopefully next week we can come back with a dub.
The Buccaneers and the Saints. Pretty boring game. The animatronic player. Baker Mayfield is back. Baker Mayfield had a really good week. 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. They rolled against the Saints, who the Saints are going to have an ugly year.
Dolphins, Bills. Bills actually destroyed the Dolphins this week. I thought it'd be a much better game. I thought Tua would show out, but that did not happen. Bills scoring up 50 against the Dolphins is incredible. Maybe Josh Allen is him. I don't know.
The Eagles played at home against the Commanders in a game that went to overtime. Eagles were able to squeak out a win. Big field goal from Jake Elliott. Keep their perfect season alive and go on to next week.
Steelers, Texans, another boring game. C.J. Stroud, trash. Even though he won 30. Kenny Pickett with a whopping 114 yards. This game was just boring. Both the QBs are trash. Houston moves on to 2-2.
And for the first time this year, and maybe the only time this year, I can say that the Broncos have won a game. They beat the Bears in dramatic fashion in Chicago. They came back from a 28-7 deficit. Justin Fields threw all over the Broncos defense, but you know what? The Broncos are come back and they're making the playoffs. We are no longer tanking, and we are making the playoffs. You just wait. Let's ride.
Let's ride to the third pick.
Let's go.
Raiders, Chargers. I think this is the first 4-25 game.
It is.
Yeah. The Raiders had multiple chances to come back and win this game. The Chargers just kept giving the ball in the second half, but they just weren't able to get it done under whoever their quarterback.
Aiden O'Connell, Purdue.
Aiden O'Connell.
Sir.
Purdue.
Straight out of Purdue University.
Whatever. Chargers get a little cheeky W here.
Cheeky W.
And Cardinals played the Niners, and the Niners picked up a dub, pretty easy win. Joshua Dobbs couldn't pull through, and it's whatever though. He'll come back sometime later, but big win for the Niners.
Patriots Cowboys. I think it's safe to say the Patriots. It's time to move on from Mac Jones. Mac Jones is not good. He's terrible. Dak Prescott had a decent game. It was just a blowout. Simple as that. Cowboys get the dub and move on to 3-1.
We have the Chiefs and the Jets for Sunday night, and let me just say, this is the first time that Zach Wilson kind of impressed me. He almost beat the Chiefs, lost by 3 at home. Patrick Mahomes looked horrible. He had 2 picks and only 200 yards passing. Pacheco had a big game. Yep. Chiefs get an ugly win, but they're in the win column. Something I don't like to see as a Broncos fan because we're making the playoffs.
Seahawks Giants. Geno Smith did get injured in the first half of this game, but came back after halftime. Drew Lock came in, actually threw a touchdown-winning drive.
Hey, Broncos, baby.
Didn't look that bad. But Geno Smith and the Seahawks get a W, big W here. That's pretty much it.
And that wraps up Week 4 as we move on to our Week 5 predictions, starting with a horrid Thursday night game.
It's got the Bears and the Commanders. There's two teams that just aren't the greatest. I mean, the Bears are coming off a loss, but I think the Bears have a chance to get this done. I'm going to take the Bears on Thursday night, but before we move on to Will's prediction for this game, we're going to share the standings for Inside the Huddle after 4 weeks. After 4 weeks. We have me in second place.
That's like 3 weeks, Isaac.
We're going into week 5, so I believe it's been.
Yeah, but we actually started on week 2.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you're right. It's been 3 weeks. I, Isaac Vargo, have 30 points, and I will be in second place. Will, with 29 points in third place. Ryan, dropping down to last place with 28 points. And the big loaf, still in first place, only by 1 point now with 31 points. As we resume to Will's picks for Sunday night, the Bears and the Commanders. I took the Bears.
I feel like the Bears are gonna win this game. I can't justify just taking them. I'm gonna take the Commanders.
When I look at Ohio State's quarterback room, NFL history-wise, I would have no problem saying right now that C.J. Stroud is the best quarterback to ever come out of Ohio State. I would not. I mean, you know what? Justin Fields is probably the greatest quarterback to come out of Ohio State and play in the NFL. Career-wise, easily. C.J. Stroud, as of right now, he's probably number 2. I mean, you got J.T. Barrett never started a snap.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins died. No one cares. You got, what's his name, Braxton Miller. I think he broke his neck or something. Who cares about that clown?
Can you move on to your picks, sir?
Commanders.
We don't need to go into that.
So I agree with Ryan here. No Ohio State QB has ever done good, and no Ohio State QB will ever do good in the NFL. I'm taking Commanders. Sam Howell here.
Have the international series. Is this another Toy Story game?
I
We're
don't
gonna have
think
no
so.
Toy
No.
Story.
No,
No
just
Toy Story, but it is international
What is that, 9:30?
again. 9:30 start. Bills are coming off 2 dominating wins. I'm going to take the Bills over Trevor Lawrence, who they have 2 weeks in a row that they are outside of the United States. That's pretty weird, but give me the Bills.
Maybe the Jags just have something to do with winning outside of America. Because I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat Josh Allen and the Bills. Where are they even playing? I don't even know. But they're going to
Probably
win.
London.
It's in probably London.
So it's at a 9:30 game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little earlier than normal for both of these teams. They're both
Yeah, no.
What?
they're both on the East Coast of the United States, but in Buffalo, you're used to waking up morning. When I think of Jacksonville, Florida, they just don't really grind like they do in Buffalo in that cold weather. So Buffalo's going to be a lot more ready for this game. We just saw them dominate, arguably the most explosive team in the NFL. And Trevor Lawrence is going to get shut down.
Personally, I don't think this has to do anything with weather or waking up, but I think the Bills are just gonna crush the Jaguars. I don't think this is gonna be a great matchup. I think the Bills are gonna win by like 35.
Also, something to keep in mind about that game: Travis White is out with a torn Achilles. Just thought I'd say that. I forgot to say it. I have the Saints and the Patriots. Oh boy! I mean, both of these teams suck with a capital S. I mean, the Patriots are at home. I mean, Mac Jones is on the verge of not having a job. I think I'm going to take the Saints because the Patriots are horrible.
Yeah, I agree with Isaac here. Bailey Zapp looks better than Mac Jones
Who?
did.
Bailey Zappi.
He might get the start even. But the Saints still gonna get this win.
The Saints have Derek Carr. He's not even that bad. I mean, he's been looking good. I can't really think of anyone else on the Saints. They still have, what is his name?
Rashid.
Demario Davis.
Rashid.
Michael Thomas.
Demario Davis, Michael
Slant
Thomas.
boy.
I'm taking the Pats.
Rashid. Shalid.
Oh my God!
Maybe don't try to eat it next time.
You're fine.
Not trying to eat it, Brian Wilson. Saints. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Saints here. Mac Jones is just not good. Even if they start Bailey Zappi, I don't think they're gonna be. That's his name.
It is. Bailey Zappi.
Isn't it Zapp?
No, it's Zappi. I think Derek Carr is just a better QB, and I think the Saints have the better team. So I think this one will go to the Saints.
The Titans and the Colts, another division matchup. The Colts are just not looking good, but I think Anthony Richardson will look better. He's been a horrible pick for the Colts side.
What?
I think he's been pretty horrible.
I think he's been pretty good, high key.
I mean, Colts suck.
He's also
Titans
been a lot
suck.
better than
Titans
C.J.
just-
Stroud.
That's just not true, but
Yeah, she is.
the
but-
Titans, they're mid. I think that Derrick Henry is a lot better than people think, even though he's old. I'm going to take the Colts, though, at home.
Titans.
Derrick Henry's not a top 10 running back in the league. Colts.
Colts.
A little quick one there, jeez. Ravens and the Steelers. Steelers have dropped a lot of games. They're at home. But I'm going to have to go with I'm going to go with the Ravens. I picked a couple upsets. Steelers aren't very good. Even at home, I'm not going to take them. Ravens.
The Steelers have an abominable offense, and they're not gonna win.
That's not a word.
Coming from the
It is,
Bengals.
Abominable?
Abominable.
It's
Well,
a word.
abominable.
It's a word, Lo. You
Yeah.
can look at you.
Yeah.
You can look at it.
Yeah. He also didn't say it right, so,
I don't care.
buddy.
Ravens are winning.
Ravens, Pittsburgh. We're going to do my weekly prediction for Kenny Pickett passing yards. I'm going to say he's going to throw for 149 passing yards. Ravens.
Write that down.
I don't know, honestly. I think we go Ravens only because Kenny Pickett is terrible. I honestly think he's going to get benched in the fourth quarter of this game because he can do so bad.
Najee
let's go
Harris is the
Ravens.
worst starting running back in the NFL.
Yeah, he's so
He's
slow.
so slow.
It's just a bad pick, bad offense overall. Let's go Ravens.
We have the most interesting matchup of the week. I want to call it matchup. The Panthers and the
shoot, I
Lions.
didn't even realize.
What?
We have Ryan's Lions facing
Ryan's Lions.
Ryan's Lions versus Loaf's whatever team they
Ghosts.
call the Panthers. I think this is gonna be a blowout. I think the Lions win 40-0. The Panthers are horrible. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions showed up last week, and they're gonna do that again this week against the trash Panthers.
At Ford Field, let me paint you a picture. The Lions are dominant at Ford Field, except when they play the Seattle Seahawks. But besides that, they're dominant. Their offense is unstoppable. Bryce Young, I'm predicting it. He's gonna have 2 picks. He's not good.
Every single Inside the Huddle, I've picked the Panthers to win.
Yeah.
And maybe,
Do it.
just maybe, that is why they're losing so many games.
Let's do it.
So this week, I'm going for the 3-1-3. Let's go Lions.
Wow. Goes against its own team. The Texans and the Falcons. It's an interesting matchup. It's inside. Like I said last week, that is a factor. And C.J. Stroud is really good when he's inside. Give me the Texans. They are rolling. Nico Collins is him. Give me the Texans.
Who's Nico?
Michigan receiver.
What do you mean, who is Nico Collins?
No.
That's like 400 yards.
Yeah, well, Tank Dell's better.
Tank Dell is him. And that is exactly why the Texans are going to win this game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get a Texans here.
C.J. Stroud has never won a big game in his entire life. All right, keep that in mind because Desmond Ridder has. That's why.
What has he won? What has he won?
He went to the college football playoffs with UC.
Oh, he got killed.
Okay, yes, they got killed, but they still went to the college football playoffs and they
Yeah.
won.
So
Okay,
did C.J. Stroud.
He didn't win a big game, did he?
Yeah, they beat Notre Dame.
So did Ohio State.
Ohio State's also Ohio State. UC is UC.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God, who is this kid?
Wake up. Get out of the shadows.
Quarterback.
Get out of the shadows.
Get out of the shadows.
Get
My
out of the
goodness.
shadows. Desmond Ridder is a better QB than
Hold on,
C.J.
hold on.
Stroud.
Oh my god.
I changed my answer. I'm taking the Falcons all day long.
Let's go. Ryan Wilson knows what's up. Ohio State QBs cannot win big games, especially C.J. Stroud. Let's go Desmond Ridder.
0-2 against Michigan.
I don't know what's wrong with these two gentlemen on my left side
OSU
against
haters.
Ohio State. I mean, it's probably Loaf doesn't like him because he's a Purdue fan and we beat him every year besides 1 year.
I mean, I can't think of a time where C.J. Stroud won a big game. I can't.
Facts.
I won 2 NFL games. But we're going to move
yeah,
on
but
to the
He also
next
0-2
week
against
with
Michigan.
the Giants and the Dolphins. The Giants are the worst team in football, and
That-
you will not tell me otherwise. The
That is
Dolphins
false.
are going to have a bounce back week, but the Giants will make it close. Give me the Dolphins though.
Yeah, this will be a better game than expected. The Dolphins are going to get a win at home against the Giants, who have not gotten a touchdown in the first half.
The Triumphs.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're going Dolphins.
I actually don't know what Isaac Varga was talking about. The Giants are not the worst team in the league. I can name 3 teams right now that are worse than the Giants.
Yeah, your team.
Yeah, your team.
Carolina Panthers,
C.J. Stroud.
Chicago Bears, and C.J. Stroud in the Houston Texans.
They're not that bad.
They're horrible.
Yeah, there's
Um,
C.J. Stroud is a bomb. I
All
think.
right, just stop meeting on CJ Stroud.
I don't remember what game we're talking about. That's why.
Giants
Giants,
and
Dolphins. This is easy. Probably Dolphins.
Probably.
Now, a team you didn't mention was the Cincinnati Bengals
Oh yeah, you're right.
on that list, and the Bengals are just a poverty franchise. I mean, they've never won the Super Bowl, and it doesn't look like Joe Burrow's going to get it done. I mean, they're getting worse every single year.
Yeah.
And Joshua Dobbs on the other side, the animatronic player. Not the animatronic player. A couple weeks back. I'm going to take the Bengals by 3 points. If they lose one more time, I'm not picking them again.
You know, this is a game that I see where Zach Taylor benches Joe Burrow for Jake Browning.
Jeez.
And I hope it does happen. And that's exactly why the Cardinals are going to win this game.
Guys gave him $330
And it's
million
because-
to bench him.
And it's because we are tanking for the Marvin Harrison Jr.
For Caleb Williams, it's time to move on to.
And our wide receiver core will be elite. No one will be
Who's they gonna do? They don't have money to pay him, bro.
it's a rookie.
Do you know how much rookies make, bro? They make a lot of money.
Oh, maybe they'll line
Especially like a
Doesn't
third
matter.
pick.
We don't need defense.
Moving on, what's your pick?
Yeah,
Cardinals.
you have no offense.
I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's gonna bring a lot to the NFL.
Dude, he's actually low-key like mad overrated.
Dude, oh my god.
T. Higgins though, T. Higgins sucks. Honestly, if
He's
I was
hurt.
the Bengals here and I was picking a wide receiver, I'd take Roman Wilson. He's the best receiver in college football right
No,
now.
he low-key is good.
You know, him, Keon Coleman, 2 guys coming from the state of Michigan, both really good. Keon Coleman is at FSU right
Shoemaker.
now.
We'll talk about
Uh,
Shoemaker.
I mean, I could take a tie here as much as I want to, but I mean, animatronic Joshua Dobbs is going to be animatronically enough to pick up a
Here we
dub.
go again.
He's picking up a dub, Cardinals.
You know, usually I would go Josh Dobbs here, but I have faith. Even though I am a D1 Bengals hater, This
And
is
a
my
D1 Ohio
This
State
is my
here.
second week in a row picking the Cincinnati Bengals, but I think I'm going to do it again. I love Josh Dobbs and I love the Cardinals, but I think the Bengals are finally going to start their way back to being a victorious team.
Away at in the red
The
zone.
Eagles and the Rams. I picked against the Eagles last week and they almost lost. They're getting worse every week. And in Los Angeles, I'm going to take the Rams to beat the Eagles in their first ever loss in 2023. Give me the Rams. Ow.
Cooper Kupp is suspected to be back this week against
Suspected.
expected. My bad. It is still questionable though. But they're still gonna get the win against the Eagles. Make it 4-1, not 4-0. Rams are getting a win.
Yeah, this one's gonna be close. I mean, we got Puka Nakua headlining the animatronic family, new member, as a matter of fact, if I haven't stated already. You know, Puka Nakua, can he lead this team to a win? I'm sorry, I don't see it happening. The Eagles right now are just too good of a team to lose to the Rams. Rams don't have enough depth defensively to stop the Eagles' offense. I'm picking the Eagles.
I actually think this is going to be a close matchup, but I think the Eagles are just better than the Rams. So I think this is just, I don't know. Let's go Eagles.
And the Jets and the Broncos. People would say this is a very bad matchup, but I think it's going to be another good game. Russell Wilson is going to show up,
game.
and the Broncos are going to be 2-2 going in to Week 6. So they are going to beat the Jets. The Jets are poverty, and the Broncos are on top. Give me the Broncos.
You know, Zach Wilson actually outperformed Patrick Mahomes Sunday night. And he's definitely going to outperform Russell Wilson. Absolutely washed. At Denver, the Jets are getting a win.
All right.
That's
that's
He
a wild
is. Look at
pick.
his stats.
Okay, the stats.
Stats don't matter. Joe Burrow's been hurt.
He lost to the Titans.
Look at last year, bud. Who was better last year?
Yeah,
That's what I want to hear.
not the Bengals.
What?
Bengals suck.
You're saying the Broncos are better than the Bengals last year.
I agree.
How do you hate the Bengals?
Then who
but
won?
you're
Who
a
won the game last year?
Ohio State.
Bengals and
fan?
Broncos.
Play.
Yes, they did. I swear they did.
I don't even
Didn't.
live in Columbus.
Yes, they did.
Live in-
Move on. Who you picking, buddy?
I already chose. Jets are winning.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jets. I mean, the Broncos could squeak out a dub here, but to be plain, to just be plain and simple, the Broncos, they just absolutely suck. I mean, they won by 3 against the Chicago Bears. The Bears, I could take a dump in the toilet, pick it up, put it in a bowl, and it'd be better than the Bears. I mean, you look at that, Gordon Ramsay, oi, that's a good meal right there. Chicago Bears, that's awful. Give me the Jets.
Okay. All right. I think I'm just gonna take the Jets here. The Broncos' offense is not very good.
All right. Well, if the Broncos win, everybody gets proved wrong. The Chiefs.
wrong. I'm playing the Jets,
The
bro.
Chiefs and the Vikings. The Vikings coming off a win. I think they have a chance to win, but I picked too many upsets. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to beat the Vikings.
Close.
I just don't believe the Vikings are gonna get a win here. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs here. I feel like Kirk Cousins may throw for a couple hundred yards, but he's gonna throw like 2 picks, so it won't matter.
It's that time of week. I hate to be the odd one out, but I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings right here. The Chiefs' offense has not been looking great recently. It's been good, but not great. The Vikings have, I don't know what the word is. The Vikings have the potential to do a lot on offense. They haven't shown it yet, but we've seen it in the past 2 years. They can go off, and this is one of those games they're going to go off. Vikings, let's go.
Sunday night football, and I'm actually gonna be excited for this game because it's a good matchup.
Match with the year right here.
We have the Cowboys and the 49ers. The Cowboys have a lot of injuries, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with the 49ers. in San Francisco. Give me the 49ers on Sunday Night Football to get it done. 49ers and CMC are going to go off and get the dub.
Gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know who to pick for this game. But 49ers are at home, and it is on prime time, which Brock Purdy isn't very good in. But they're going to win. Give me a 49ers.
This is an instant classic. We are looking at an incredible matchup.
Bro, took out the mic cover.
The only problem is this is in San Francisco. This game will be a bludgeoning. The
What's the word
Dallas
you mean?
Cowboys will get slaughtered in this massacre, this travesty, if you will. Christian McCaffrey, I think it's like he has scored a touchdown on like his last 13 games played. It's like the longest
Doesn't play the
active streak in the
Broncos.
NFL. The Niners are gonna steamroll the Cowboys.
Before I take my pick, I just want to remind everyone, C.J. Stroud is 0-2 against
Oh.
Michigan. But just so everyone remembers.
Make a
Um,
CJ Stroud graphic.
This will be a close game. I think this will be a great game. I think Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers are going to win. Yeah.
Monday Night Football. This matchup sucks. It's gonna be the one to say it. This matchup is absolutely horrible. And then I'm going the Packers and the Raiders. The Raiders are at home. I'm going to take the Raiders to beat the Packers. Pick the Raiders.
It sounds like you said
Pick
What the hell? Oh hell no! Whoa! Raiders.
All right, let me just put this back on.
SWAT.
89 right, wasn't 89. Oh boy.
All right.
There's a fire alarm. We're gonna have to call off.
I just have one question. Does Aiden O'Connell want to be an animatronic family member? Because if Aiden O'Connell leads the Green Bay Packers to a loss, if he leads them to a loss, I will completely accept, intertwine, fondle, and challengely, communicately Expelliarmus Aiden O'Connell into the animatronic family. And we're going to make it happen. Give me the Raiders!
That was exciting. Purdue grad, Aiden O'Connell,
God,
come from the greatest school of all time, Purdue University. Does anybody remember when Ohio State lost Purdue and they scored like 52 points on them?
It was like
Yeah.
2018.
I remember
I don't
that.
think Aiden O'Connell's playing.
I actually remember that. Yeah, he actually did play that game, but
Throwing like middle.
Dude, they had the one kid who had
He's
freaking
right in high school.
Dylan Galways. He had like cancer and they won for him.
yeah, they did.
Rod
But,
out more at like 400 yards.
Either way, Purdue University, greatest university of all time. Aiden O'Connell's gonna go out and catch a dub.
So, that was our picks. I'm going to give it over to Ryan Wilson to finish this off.
But I love what?
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the pod. Tune in next week to see Loaf get all his predictions wrong.
Watch.
See you later.
Rebecca.
Totally.
No one's like, listen.
Just keep it in.